When you read the book of Deuteronomy, it talks about certain curses that would haunt the Israelites if they won't follow the Most High. Now, I'm not part of any Hebrew Israelite cult nor any Hebrew Israelite group here. Neither am I a Messianic Jew. I don't belong to any religious group. Okay? When you look at history, from the moment Abraham received the promise until the moment Moses left with the Israelites out of Egypt, it was 430 years. But it wasn't 430 years of bondage. Remember, Abraham had his son, Isaac. Isaac had Jacob and Esau, and Jacob had sons including Joseph. And Joseph became the viceroy or prime minister of Egypt from age 30 till he was 110. Within those years, within those 80 years, the Israelites grew into a powerful nation. They grew in number. They had many babies, so they were sexually quite active. And that was a blessing for them. That was God's plan. Okay? And it's after Joseph died that a later Pharaoh began to oppress the Israelites. So where did those 400 years of oppression occur? They did not occur in antiquity over there. They did not occur in Babylon later in the 6th century BC. When those 400 years occur, they occurred in the colonial era, when the pagan rulers of this world, through Western Europe, enforced their Greek way of life on the rest of mankind. From the west of Africa, the Judean population was spread all around the Americas and beyond. Now look, I've spoken about that history before. Let me tell you, those 400 years are over. Now look, just like in antiquity, in ancient times, when the Most High brought the Israelites out of Egypt, they weren't ready to fully possess the land. So you had this phase in between of 40 years, in which one generation passed away and the next new generation under the leadership of Joshua took in the promised land. And the Apostle Paul made plain that all that scriptures gave to us for instruction and to benefit us. Now, this message doesn't only count for if you're from Judean descent or from Negro descent. Listen, the 400 years are over. So that means that the paranormal grip of Apollo is gone from Judah. That means the Judean ethnicities, the Judeans have been spread around. What does that mean? That means that right now, the pagan rulers of the world are desperately seeking for ways to trick people from Judean descent into bondage. They know it. They know the biblical prophecies far better than most of us. They know the Bible true and true. And they know that once Judah operates in Christ's purpose for him, with Judah I mean the Judean ethnicities, you can't talk about the tribe of Judah now, because when Christ walked the earth, you had the tribe of Judah in Judea and in Western Africa. Now Judah is spread all around. Some are called Jamaicans, some are called Cubans, some are called Antillians, like I am. They're all around, okay? That was God's plan also. So that Christ would rule through them to spread the gospel throughout the earth, so that through Abraham's physical descendants, the whole world would be blessed. Okay? Now that doesn't mean that all Judeans or people from Judean ethnicity are saved, that all of them are anointed, no. But nevertheless, that's God's plan to use the physical descendants of Abraham to bless the whole world. Okay? And of course, people from other ethnicities that become born again, they become part of God's people also. But God has not forfeited his plan that he spoke about when he talked to Abraham. That plan is working out now. That slavery period, the transatlantic slave trade, was nothing but an attempt of Satan to hinder God's plan. And the hinder failed. The 400 years are over. So if you're from Judean descent and you're watching this, don't let those cults lead you back into captivity. Talk about slavery and reparations, all of that. Get in agreement with Christ, the King, the man. Know what your heritage is and begin to operate in it. Because God's plan is God's plan. First Judah, then the rest of the tribes of Israel, then the rest of the human race. That's how it goes. I'm not making this up. It's in the Word. So, Judeans, those of Judean descent, get in line with Christ. Please, don't get in line with those cults out there. I don't care if you talk about the Torah, if you talk about this and that. I don't care how much knowledge he gives to you. You need to get in line with Christ. He is the King. The Old Testament refers to him, and the New Testament is his will expressed for you. That's it for now. Be at peace.